All right, hello. Welcome to Otis Frampton Live. Just gonna make sure the audio is all good. Hope everybody's having a good evening. As you can tell from the screen, these Ninja Turtle guys are gonna play a role in what I'm doing tonight. Let me just turn that off. There we go. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be working on a commission. I think it was last week, the week before. I was working on a Daredevil commission. I can show you here, and I got as far as the sketch, this sketch here. In other words, it didn't get very far. Whoops, didn't get very far. But when I was talking with the client and making plans for another live stream so that they could watch, client made it known that maybe it'd be cool if it was a Daredevil and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles piece. So I said, okay, well let's do that. So let's actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use the exact same file. Let's just, so that way, if I ever want to show the process of how I made the original here, I've got it saved in the Procreate file for the time lapse. Let me just make sure real quick. Oops. Ooh, 15 layers up. That should be enough. All right. So client also intends to use this on their podcast as a wallpaper for the podcast, or maybe like a some sort of image for one of the episodes. I'm not really entirely sure, but because of that, it's going to be portrait mode, tall. And I thought I'd take you guys through the entire, once again, start from scratch and take you through the entire process. And first thing I'm going to do before I get into sketching stuff is just do a very, very quick, compositional scribble, basically, which is what I always do when I'm doing layouts. And the idea that I had, I'll just start sketching as I do this. I think I'm going to have the perspective be a little bit kind of warped. Let's just kind of like that. The idea I had is Matt Murdock and the Turtles sitting on like a Hell's Kitchen building ledge, eating pizza and talking about something. Maybe the Turtles got in some legal trouble and needed the services of Mr. Murdock. And whoops. And then above them and behind them is sort of the city of New York, Hell's Kitchen to be specific. Let's make it a little bigger. And one of the famous water towers is up there. Oh, and I forgot, I've saved some images of Hell's Kitchen water towers, but that's not really important right now. Let's just make sure we've got that's right. And then one of the turtles will be sitting up here eating some pizza, and maybe, the moon lighting everything, building the city behind them. And I also had an idea of some dialogue where the turtles here. So here, create a new layer here. Use it. And I'll do this in purple to sort of. This is the process that I use for making comics too. When I'm doing layouts and working in the dialogue balloons, I do it all at the same time, because I really think that and the composition of the balloon should work just as well as work well with the composition of the image. And so this immediately will sort of set up filling in some of this dead space here, but my idea was to have one of the turtles talking about the pending lawsuit against them or something, like they're in trouble. Maybe they caused a car crash or something. I thought that'd be kind of fun. And then Matt says something, and then the other turtles who maybe was the cause of the crash says something like, give me another slice of pepperoni, like he's not paying attention. I thought that'd be kind of fun. Let me just, whoops. Move down a little bit this way. Let's see this way. This is already actually kind of working for me. And sometimes it's funny, sometimes when I'm laying out comics, mostly for my creator-owned stuff, but sometimes when I'm laying out an issue, I don't like for Oddly Normal, let's say, my image comic series, I don't really work from a script these days. I have a basic plot outline of what I'm doing and what I need for each issue. And when I'm laying out the images for the pages, sometimes I'll just put in dialogue balloons like this without knowing what's going to go in the text boxes. But, because I've done this long enough, I know sort of the pacing of things and the rhythms of what dialogue needs to be. Sometimes I'll put in dialogue balloons not knowing what's going to be in them, just knowing that it's gonna be there. And so far it's a good method. It's kind of like my own Marvel method, the method of that Stan Lee and his Marvel crew created in the 60s to basically allow for them to meet deadlines easier. Sometimes Stan and the artist would hash out a plot over the phone or in person. The artist would go away, draw the pages based on the plot that they discussed. That is sorry, I just want to make sure that the camera's right. That they would the artist would go away and draw the pages based on that plot, and then in pencil, and then they'd send it to Stan. He would script the pages based on whatever the artist drew, and that was called the Marvel method. And I kind of use that on my own sometimes in my own personal work, and it's worked out pretty well. So the idea that I had for this, I think it's going to work pretty well. The details need to be figured out, but the placement of the characters in a general sense works pretty well. Matt's at the center. He's going to have his glasses, and I'll probably draw him, sort of cartoony, and he's got his feet hanging over. Now, that's the basic composition, and it might not look like much, but it's how everything starts. You got to have sort of a basic idea of how things go, and I kind of like how the water tower frames them. Dialogue balloons may not end up being as big in the end, but it works. And now what I'll do is, and I started doing this earlier, is to sort of figure out how I wanted to draw the turtles, because I may have drawn the turtles a few times before, but I'm actually not really sure. I'm not a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, so I don't I've drawn them a lot or given them a lot of thought. Excuse me. But I did do a quick search, just so I had a general look at their appearance, and they've had so many different stylistic takes over the year. That's terrifying. The one from the live action movie is just terrifying. Not crazy about that one. One of the looks I like from recent years is the from Mutant Mayhem, the movie that came out, was it this year? They're there. These guys, I really like these guys. I like that look, but their full body look, I think I'm going to go for a little bit more cartoony. What's this one from? Well, it's also from Mutant Mayhem. I should maybe try to check out that movie sometime. I think I tried watching it, and the beginning was so goofy I turned it off. But yeah, I'm not really a Turtles fan. Anyway, let's get this into the split view. Bring back Procreate. And before I came on just earlier, I started doing some sketching, but I stopped myself because I got too far ahead. I didn't want to do too much before giving it my all. So how does the mask work on these guys? And that they sort of have the eyes. So I do kind of like the idea of the mask being, sort of, they got that sort of turtleish face. Finish my sentence. Having the mask, be almost like the eyebrows to give expressions, but I won't have to draw these guys. I won't have to draw them once, but each one should be sort of unique. But I wanted to get a general shape for their heads, and that works. I mean, it's pretty much in line with what's been done. It's not really a turtle head shape, which would really be more like this, right? With the eyes. But they're anthropomorphized, so they don't look exactly like turtles. Let's get rid of that horrid mess there. But this is something I do. I do these I do some exploratory sketching, like I did last time with the. Wait, what did I do that for? Oh, I did it for the Hellboy piece I'm working on. And I just do expressions, and it helps, sort of establish like muscle memory for whatever I'm doing. And you do enough sketches, and you start to feel it out. And I also, let's put these faces. I also did sort of a quick sketch of a full body turtle. I'm not crazy about how. Let's straighten them up here. Proportions aren't quite what I want. Kind of want him to be a little more there, a little more stumpy body-wise. You look too tall before. And then I got to figure out how I want to draw the shell. Probably going to draw it sort of similar to how I drew a turtle in a Swamp Thing piece. I kind of liked how that one turned out. I should see if I have that. Where is it? It would probably be here. Do I have it? Do I have it? I think I do. Where are you? It's not here. Well, that's weird. I could have swore I had it in this folder. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this sort of, this kind of look for the shell. There's a more realistic turtle. Well, a realistic cartoony turtle. All right, back to the ground. So this is sort of the look I want. Big arms, kind of cartoony, thick legs, big hands. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna save that. Let's throw that up here. Now I'm gonna just do some quick sketching of poses that I think I might want for the piece. Here's the one sitting on the water tower. And you'll have pizza. I don't know enough about the turtles to know what their weapons. I should probably figure that out too, right? But for now, let's just. For now, we're just going for sort of feel. And how many fingers do these guys have? Traditionally, 2, 3. Looks like 3. Can you get a good look at their hands? Well, these have 2. I have to decide how many fingers I want these guys to have. So that's 1. Let's see. We'll have 1 kind of standing and talking. He's probably the one who's talking the most, and he's saying stuff and he's talking with his hands. Still got the pizza in his hands though. To figure out which one's the most talkative. I really don't know my turtle lore. And then we got 2 of them. One of them is sort of sitting. And looking this way. Maybe he could have a piece coming from his mouth. I know this is just scribbles for now, but it's how I work. And then I'm probably going to take these really quick rough sketches over into the other one and see if they fit together like a little puzzle. This guy's like, hand me some pepperoni. And then one last. Oh, I'll do Matt's sketch on the page. But let's close that up. Let's grab these sketches. Drag them. into the new document. Off the dialog balloon for now. Now, they're just a jumble right now, so let me just arrange them. We have to change this guy. He's not quite fitting the way I want him to. Some of his legs are a little too long. I may have to have him holding the pizza in the other hand. This guy is over here. It's going to be cramped, but I think it's going to work out. Color this guy purple. Again, this is very, very rough, but I thought it'd be fun to show the entire process from start to finish. Just dialog balloons. Yeah, see, I knew the dialog balloons probably would end up being shifted slightly, but it's fine. It's all part of the layout process. Oops. Okay. So we've got our turtles placed. I might want to make him a little bigger. Now, let's group those. Call them turtles. Now, let's see if we can get Matt into the picture here. You know what? I should at least look at how I had him. Gave him some kind of messy hair in the other sketch. I'll have to look at that and see how I have him. But it's going to be sitting there. His legs are going to be dangling. And he's going to be trying to enjoy a piece of pizza. think I'll change that to red just so I can see it better. Oh. Excellent. Just making sure that the dialogue balloons still fit. And they'll probably be lit from below, sort of, like a neon glow kind of thing. Give it a good look, and then also with rim light from above because of the moon. I think that's my composition. I think that's going to work. Yeah, I know this, and I think I'm going to stop here tonight. Just make this a quick stream, and come back, work on this to refine the layout to the pencil stage. I think this worked out pretty well. And I can show you the next stage in the process, and then we'll move on from there. Tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow, I think I said yesterday that I was going to be doing 2 streams today, but I ended up just doing 1. Tomorrow, I will be doing 2 streams for sure. One at 1 p.m. Central, one at 7 p.m. Central, working on a couple of commission pieces. So maybe I'll see you then, and if I don't, I'll see you sometime in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe both on Rumble and YouTube, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.